Warfare is out on Amazon Prime, new film written and directed by Alex Garland, known for Ex Machina, Annihilation, Man and Civil War. This was made written and directed along with Ray Mendoza, a former Navy SEAL and a consultant on many war movies in Hollywood. This film stars DeFaro, Woon-A-Tai, Will Poulter, Cosmo Jarvis, Joseph Quinn, Michael Gandolfini, Kit Connor, and it is based on a true story. Essentially what happened is Garland worked together with Mendoza on Civil War, and he was impressed with the latter's know-how about modern warfare and asked him, do you want to make a movie together? Do you have any idea? And Mendoza did have an idea. He had a story that he wanted to tell for quite some time, a story of the real operation that happened in Iraq in, I believe, 2006, where a platoon of Navy SEALs took up sniping positions and were then surrounded and attacked by insurgents, forcing them to fight for survival. So the movie is ultra realistic. Aside from a brief prologue, it takes place in real time. It features characters based on real people. The operation was recreated meticulously with same dialogue, same movements and positions, same behavior, practiced relentlessly by the actors in a sort of boot camp. The result makes for a very immersive and impressive war movie. It really succeeds at putting you in the shoes of the soldiers, making you experience what they have experienced. The tension, fear, confusion of the chaos of fighting when things go to shit. A couple of notable things for me which I haven't seen in other war movies was definitely the focus on the soldiers always returning to pick up their equipment and never leaving it behind, even at risk of personal injury. The sort of gruesome depiction of an IED going off and the resulting injuries. The chaotic nature of firefight, where you're never actually sure if you're even hitting anybody with your bullets. And also there's a scene where Will Poulter, who plays the captain, is visibly shell-shocked by the explosives going off too close to him. And when asked, he says to another soldier, "Dude, I'm concussed. This really rocked my shit. You need to take command because I cannot think right now," which I think is a really fascinating look at the sort of smart, trained behavior in combat, where he is not fit to give orders anymore, but he is still fit enough to recognize that and act on it. Cinematography is good, but the editing and sound design are the true sort of technical heroes of the movie. Much like in Civil War, the sound is oppressive and overwhelming, the gunshots loud and scary, and there are also contrasting moments of eerie silence. I really regret that this film didn't get a theatrical release over here in Poland, because I would have loved seeing it in theaters, but I watched it on a good set of headphones, and it was very good as well. Final point, I saw some people mentioning online that having this be a simple recreation of a real op made the movie dry and not have an underlying message. I disagree. I think the film does make 2 points really strongly, but if you don't sort of pay attention and you focus on the glorifying photo montage at the end, you might miss this. So in one of the final scenes of the film, when the soldiers finally leave, there's this shot of all the insurgents slowly coming out onto the deserted street, and there's so many of them, and you can't help but think, what was the point of all of this? Was this pointless? They've been in this firefight for hours, and it seems like the soldiers killed nobody and achieved absolutely nothing. And secondly, and maybe even more importantly, there's the angle and point of view of the civilian family, because the building in which all of the fighting takes place is a residential building, which the soldiers just take over. Now, think about it from the perspective of the family living there. You get woken up in the dead of night by American soldiers who are standing over your bed with weapons. They hold you at gunpoint the whole rest of the night and the morning. They tell you to be quiet. They smash the walls of your apartment, set up sniping positions. Then they get attacked, shoot everywhere, trigger explosives, leave bullets and blood and body parts everywhere, detonate the entire top floor of your building, and then leave just as suddenly, and you're there to pick up the pieces of your life. It's absolutely fucking horrifying to think about how terrible it is to be an innocent bystander in a war zone. Now, the montage that follows might seem like it is diminishing that message somewhat, but cynically, I think putting it there was necessary to ensure good cooperation from the American soldiers who told their story. So making them look a bit like heroes Apologies. Does seem strange in context, but sort of metatextually, I can certainly understand it. All in all, really good movie, impressive on a technical level with some anti-war messaging smuggled in for good measure.